Hello, this is Captain Terra Phoenix, and today we're taking a look at a World of Warships replay for the Smaland. So on this one, it's not so much about the total damage done, as it is to whom that damage is dealt. So if you look at the team lineups on this one, it's a surprisingly even split. 3 battleships, 2 cruisers, and 3 destroyers. The nice thing about this one that you will notice, the enemy team doesn't have any radar. Because of that, we're going to play this incredibly aggressively. The Smaland is a ridiculously fast ship with its engine boost, and I've got the modifier on here to increase the duration of it. So I've popped it, and I'm sprinting into the cap. You can see this one, this is a ranked battle. And I'm not expecting anyone else to be able to get here nearly this fast. I am by far the fastest destroyer, the fastest ship at all in this game. So my goal here was to jump into A and duck into the little channel. And then I want to basically assassinate any destroyers that I come across, because I can easily take any of those destroyers in a gunfight, even the Gearing and the Grozvoy. The Smaland's rate of fire when it's spec'd pure gunship, which mine is insanely powerful. Shimakaze, what are you doing? You are not a gunboat. Well, aside from that ridiculously poor decision from the Shima, I've managed to get into this area pretty safely. I am a little concerned about how many enemy ships are grouping up over here. It looks like they are running towards AB. And nicely, because no one came in to contest, I was able to take A and B to give us a huge points advantage. So I'm going to come around this island. I want to throw some torps, get some spots going on, and Shima, no. Haven't you learned your lesson already? You are not a gunboat. And he hasn't fired his guns at all, so we know for a fact he's going to be launching torpedoes at us, so I'm turning away. Enough that I can keep all my guns to bear. Now, the Smaland is a very durable destroyer, especially when you've got survivability expert, but those are Shima torps. One of those has the possibility of putting me down. They can do like 20k. Alright, so first objective down, we've taken out one of the enemy destroyers. The one that's probably the most dangerous to my team. Oh, Harugamo, you got way too close, didn't you? Well, there goes our lead. We still have a significant hit points lead, though. Only one of our surviving ships has really taken any damage, while the enemy has both of their destroyers pretty damaged. Which is good news for me, because I can try and sneak into C, the last spot that Grozvoy has been, and see if I can't assassinate him. Putting on the engine boost to try and get in there, and well, he's already bugged out. Let's try and get a couple shots on him. There's islands between me and pretty much everyone, so I can get these for free. I don't think I'm going to get many hits. You can see the arcs on these guns are just like the American destroyers. They go way up and over the islands, so you can get a pretty good feel. Pretty good feel to fire. Hit people that wouldn't be expecting it. So much for my cap advantage. We're taking C, but we just lost A, and they're moving into B. I'm gonna try and get some cap resets, maybe discourage this Hindi from pushing any further. I was expecting the Hindi to shoot at me, but I wonder who that second person was. Probably the Gearing, if I had to guess. Maybe the Zhao. he's going to have a hard time hitting us 10 kilometers out as fast as we are. And the Smaland's also a pretty small target. Here's a lesson in how to be the most annoying person on the planet to the enemy team. Because of these gun arcs, play like an American destroyer, except for when you need to go in and assassinate someone. So you're kind of a American destroyer and a French destroyer all in one. You've got that super speed and extreme rate of fire of the French destroyers, and you've got the shell arcs of the Americans to take advantage of concealment. Okay, I'm shooting at the gearing, but I'm detected. That's got to be the Grosvoy. And given where I was detected and where he was going, it looks like he's heading through this gap, most likely. So I'm going to angle towards it, try and get a spot on him. There he is. Come here, you cheeky bugger. Oh, that's not good. So we've got him going to the north. With his detection radius, the only thing he can be doing is going for that Yamato. So we're going to angle north. And I'm going to post in chat here, hey, I'm going to radar these guys. I'm going to go up north around the north end of this island and radar into that smoke screen. I'm hoping that they are going to slow down in that smoke so that I can get some free shots on them. But, of course, it isn't to be. Now, granted, this Grosvoy is dead. There's nothing that he can do at this range against this ship. The question is, will the Yami survive it? Surprisingly, he does. Way to go, Yami torque protection. And here's player number 2. Gearing, you think you're going to do any better than the Grosvoy did? Especially when I know you're coming. And he has not fired his guns yet, so there's going to be torps incoming. Starting to angle away to the extreme where I can keep my guns pointed. Change my course a little bit. Torpedoes. Start turning out. No. Ah. So close, but I sideswiped into it. And now the Zhao wants something. He's not... Okay, he's not in range. He's not in range of my guns, so as soon as I killed the gearing, I popped off detection. But he must have had that shot in the air while I was still fighting him. So we're in range of the Thunderer, and the Zhao is out of range, so we're going to try and get some cheeky shots into the Thunderer over this ridge. Try and farm a little bit more damage. Oh crud. Slowed down too much, the Zhao caught up to me. And now I make a mistake. I forgot that for all of its benefits, the ship can be a little bit sluggish in its turns. So we're just going to let our guns go dark and try and get into cover. And I do pop my repair on this as soon as I go undetected because you've only got 2 guns on the Smaland, and only one of them is pointed forward. You've got amazing arcs on them, but if you lose your front gun, you are basically toast. So at this point, we have a huge advantage on ships, a huge advantage on points, but it's not a surefire win yet. That Thunderer can do a lot of damage if he knows what he's doing, and a bunch of our ships are on low health. Well, half health. but that Yami could be killed in one high explosive salvo from the Thunderer. So I'm coming around here. I want to launch towards, but with the Kremlin where he is, it would be a terrible decision. So I'm just going to come in, provide some gun support. Hopefully the Thunderer won't pay attention. There goes the Yami. Saw that one coming. Hoping to get this Thunderer down, and there he goes. Excellent.
Destroyed an enemy battleship.
That was when I wanted to get the Thunderer down before he got a chance to shoot at me, because those things just blap destroyers. Those big, high-caliber 18-inch guns, and their accuracy is absurd. I just purchased the Thunderer today, and I've been on the receiving end of so many terrible battles where a Thunderer just hits me, knocks out every system on my destroyer. Torpedoes, guns, engine, steering with one salvo. And I just got the ship. It's just as impressive as it feels like. Alright, shots in the air. Come on, let me get these caps. Started with the caps, I want to end with these caps. There's one. There's two. Another salvo in the end at the Zao. And is that going to do it? They're coming in. Nope, not quite. Let's motor on, see if we can't get close enough to get a shot. And yeah, as I'm saying in chat, I do recommend this ship immensely. I haven't done a lot of damage. I don't have IFHE, so it's harder for me to farm damage on hits. But I do a lot of damage to the right targets, the destroyers. And you can do a lot of fire damage in this ship. This one didn't do a lot of damage overall, but again, it was to the targets. So 45,000 damage, top on the team by experience and kills. And this next screen here, this is really what I care about. So the Shima, the Gearing, the Grozavoy, kills on all of the enemy destroyers. And that's honestly really what matters. In ranked battles, you gotta kill the destroyers. If you leave those destroyers alive, they're gonna torpedo your big ships. Your battleships, your cruisers, they're not gonna get the caps. You're gonna be outspotted. Destroyers, when there is no carrier, are the single most important thing on the team. Gotta keep your own alive, you gotta kill the enemy ones. And again, that's really where the Smaland excels, assassinating the enemy destroyers. Alrighty, well, that's all there is for this one. Once again, this is Captain Terra Phoenix. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Bit of a lighter damage replay, but a good exercise on what the Smaland does well. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I'll catch you next time.